Hi friends, it's Anne here, and today's video is my third update for my Pan That Palette project for 2021. So I'm panning two palettes. The first palette is the Carly Bible Deluxe Edition from BH Cosmetics, and we have two new pans. So this is what the palette looks like. I'm pretty sure these are both new. I actually hit pan on this one before I hit pan on this one, which I was super surprised about because I was assuming this one was going to be next. And I'm pretty sure I hit pan on this like 2 or 3 days after I filmed my last update, so it was pretty quick. You can't see, I have a really good dip in this one. I'm going to maybe try and take a close-up picture. This is going to hit pan pretty soon. This one has a dip, but it's not quite there yet. And this also has a okay dip, but again, it's really hard to see. I can definitely feel it though. So I didn't really use much of these though. The only shade I actually really kind of used down here was this one. I mostly just kind of worked on these, and obviously the pan on this one is getting bigger. I'll put in the close-up photo so you can see the change in pans. So really happy with the pan progress on this. It's definitely moving along really well. Now I will say that I do weigh my products. So last month it was 252 grams. It is still 252 grams. Unfortunately, I don't have a scale that will give me like the points because my smaller scale, this is too heavy. Anything over, I think 200 grams is too heavy for that scale. So I kind of expected that when I started this project, that the weights are going to be kind of annoying, but at least we have really good visual progress. So what I've decided to do for this palette, as I said in my intro, is I'm going to sort of use, like I've used this sort of row. I focused on this row for the first quarter of the year, the first 3 months. I'm now going to shift to focusing on this row, even though I did already hit pan on this one. Surprise pan on that one. I am going to focus on this row for the next 3 months. So for April, May, and June. And then I'm going to focus on this one for the next 3 months. And then the last quarter, I'll just kind of free for all. It doesn't mean that I won't use shades down here. Like I can definitely see myself continuing to use this brown shade because there's no, like this is a pinky brown, but I can definitely see myself pulling into these, especially these two shades. But yeah, I'm going to focus mostly on these to try and hit pan. Like the goal for me is to hit pan on every single shade up here. We will see how that goes. And then I definitely think I can finish a couple of shadows. Like I definitely think I can finish this one for sure. And then again, I'll have to see how progress goes on other colors. I'm not sure what next. Would probably be this one would be the other one that I might be able to finish. But yeah, really happy with my progress on this, even though the weights didn't change. The visual progress is very satisfying, and I'm enjoying using this palette. I'm hoping that by switching up to using this color, this row of colors is going to help keep me motivated to use this palette and continue with this project. I found with my last palette, it does get a bit monotonous if you're using a palette that's all sort of like the same shade. At least this has a little bit of variety in it to keep me moving. And then I'm also panning a face palette. So this is the IVY Highlight and Contour Palette. And again, we have hit pan. Yay! And it's a big pan. Again, I feel like I hit pan on this shortly after filming my last update. I'm not even sure. I have to check my phone. I think I took a picture. It was sort of like one of those sliver type pans, and I thought it would be one of those pans where you see the ring, but it just like, it exploded. The pan came very quickly after that, and I won't be able to show this in the photos, and I don't even know if I can take a photo of it, but I can see the metal ring around this pan is definitely more visible. Like I can see it much more visible than the other ones. Like the other ones are fairly flush to the top of the pan, but this one's getting like pan around the edge as well. This one does have a weight change, so it's easier for me to measure this. I can measure this on my smaller scale, and it was 112.8 grams last month. It's now 112.57 grams. So that's a difference of 0.23 grams. Believe that's less than what I did last month, which I'm not really sure why, because I feel like I've used it about the same, but it is what it is, I guess. But pretty happy with the progress on this. I definitely think I can finish this pan this year. I'm really curious to see though how long it will take from here. Like, so it took me, what, 3 months to hit pan on this? So let's see how the next 3 months go, maybe 3 months. And I feel like that's pretty ambitious to finish a contour in 3 months. Again, I don't use the contour a whole lot. I have it on today, but yeah, that's really happy with this. I think the other thing I'll do is once I finish that sort of neutral type shade in the Harley Bible palette, the one that I have the biggest pan on, I might start shifting into using these. I basically use that as like a base. So like after I put my eye primer on, I'll take that color and just sort of gently sweep it all over my eye. So I might switch into using one of these for that when that's done. So that will help move this one along a little faster as well. Here's a little Harley Cam, since you can't see him in the video, I don't think. Little feet hanging off the couch, little head hanging off the couch. Having a little snoozle, as usual. So yeah, I'm really happy with this project. I'm not feeling bored with either palette. I'm totally happy to continue using them, and that's a big thing for me. I am picking palettes though in my Shop My Stash, so I think that's definitely helping continue to keep things fresh. I don't think I could ever just work on one palette and one palette alone. That's not fun to me. I like a little bit of variety, but I also do want to see progress. So that's sort of my game, is trying to like balance the two. Anyway, I hope you liked this third update to my Pan That palette for 2021. If you did like the video, feel free to give it a little thumbs up down below. And if you haven't already, it'd be great if you did subscribe to my tiny little channel here in Toronto, Canada. I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you sometime soon. Bye.